everything that you need to know to get through your debate today. First of all, points of order, points of inquiry, points of information, points of privilege always take precedence. You can interrupt anything that's going on in session at any time with a point. Those are the only ones that you can use in order to interrupt the debate. From there, the other motions that you see here depend on what's going on at the present time of the debate. Most of the ones that you will use are for a moderated caucus or an unmoderated caucus to place a resolution on the table to adjourn the discussion on the debate of a resolution and then to vote on it. Actual adjournment and recess are the last two things you will ever use. The only times they will be recognized is for us to take a lunch break and to end it. Second thing to look at is your sample resolution. The white sheet has yellow highlighted on it. This gives you the basic outline that you need to follow in order to do your resolution. I know that there was some confusion last year with some people doing similar resolutions, and the guys that denying some of the resolutions we were going to put in because they were so similar to others. I would recommend that if you have any questions about what you're going to do when people are get started writing actual resolutions, you should come and talk to the guys so that you can let you know if there are other people that are doing something similar, so that you can go ahead and get involved with them so that you have time to work on a resolution and actually try to get them on board with it. We're going to go on to the second agenda for the day. The first issue that we're going to cover is peace and release, your women's rights. Second, women's rights will probably be done after lunch.
Establishment of a sovereign independent Palestinian state.
Oh, no.
The representative from Malaysia would like to state that we are firmly in support of peace between Israel and Palestine. The necessity of the continuation of peace talks is highly imperative to this development, and we would like to commend both states for the recent results of the peace talks. However, we would also like to condemn the continuance of the Israeli state of building in the West Bank. Malaysia fully supports the natural rights of the citizens of Palestine, and would like to see the establishment of a Palestinian state with the capital in East Jerusalem. Thank you. I yield my time to the chair.
Zimbabwe. At this time, the chair will entertain any motions for a moderated caucus to open up the speakers list to again debate on peace and release. Zimbabwe. There's a motion on the floor for moderated caucus with a 10-minute limit and 1 minute speaking time. Is there any seconds to this motion? This motion is seconded by Slade. All of those in favor of entering into an unmoderated caucus, please raise your hands. Moderated caucus. This motion clearly passes. You will now enter into the 10-minute moderated caucus.
That the final details of any final status agreement between the Palestinians and the Israelis must be worked out by the two states in bilateral talks. However, this body can provide a document that suggests an outline of what a final status agreement might look like, and therefore ease the process of negotiations between Israel and Palestine. We believe that both sides must be willing to make concessions. The Israelis must be willing to end their settlements in the West Bank. Palestinians must be willing to renounce violence as a means of political persuasion and hold themselves to that agreement. And the Palestinians, furthermore, must be willing to accept that Israel is going to have to take certain measures to protect its own security. Furthermore, the Israelis must be willing to grant Palestinians territorial integrity and
information that it believes Palestine to be under a state of occupation, and that the fate of Palestine should be determined by a referendum of Palestinians. The borders of Israel and Palestine should be determined in such a referendum, as well as all other aspects of the issue, including water rights, settlements, etc. Iran would also like to see Mossad acknowledge its role in the assassination very recently of a prominent Hamas leader. I yield my time to you.
Regarding a long-lasting resolution, the delegation from Israel would first like to request a clear statement of delegates to provide this particular discussion to the political realm rather than to a religious one. Because the delegation from Israel does feel that this will provide the best opportunity to promote a long-lasting resolution between Israel and its neighbor Palestine. I yield my time.
Qatar is of the belief that peace is the utmost importance and that the best way to solve the solution is through a two-state solution. In order to attain this goal, Qatar stresses the importance of a permanent cease to all settlements in the West Bank, and in addition, Qatar hopes that Israel will end its blockade on the Gaza Strip. Qatar would also like to agree with the sentiments proposed by the Islamic Republic of Iran that Israel must acknowledge their assassination of Hamas leader Frederick.
All assist in the, because we have an additional period that is to come.
Yeah, we're
Okay,
going to get to it.
Are you guys going to start typing?
Yeah, I don't think we can get to it here, so we're moving to the lab.
All right, we'll be there.
Yeah,
So
all right.
yeah, you guys got a computer, and we'll finish putting the
All right,
ideas
yeah,
together.
that's fine. So we're going to get,
Actually, can I call the concern with the current crisis between the Middle East, two states of Israel and Palestine? India has always supported the creation of a Palestinian state, being the first non-Arab nation to recognize the Palestine Liberation Organization. But India also has formed strong diplomatic ties with Israel. India recognizes that a two-state solution is absolutely important in resolving this conflict. Bilateral talks that are currently going on are greatly in favor, and India believes that in order for this General Assembly to fulfill its duties, we must enter working papers that would address many of the issues such as water rights, settlements, and Palestinian refugees. Thank you.
I would like to suggest that the invasion of the West Bank region by the Zionists has placed an incredible strain on the region. Myanmar would echo Malaysia's sentiment that an official Palestinian state should be established with a capital in East Jerusalem. The size of this state should fairly reflect the populations of the two respective groups, which the division by the UN in 1948 did not. I yield my time.
Echoing the sentiments of my delegation from Malaysia, Finland also condemns the development on the West Bank and also states that the partial building freeze recently announced is a positive but meager gesture, but is against international law. But the settlements themselves are against international law, and they don't promote the peace process essential to both sides. The European Union, as a member of the European Union, Finland must remain firmly consistent with regard to Israel's settlement policy, and negotiations must be approached with serious intentions of achieving results. And I yield my time to the chair.
the template is on the desktop of the computers in the computer labs, so you don't have to hunt for it. If you don't see it on one computer, go to another. Yeah.